everybody, and good evening. My name is Faith Wallers, and I am the incoming president of the Alexander County 4-H County Council, and your MC for tonight. 2013 was an exciting year, with lots of local 4-Hers accomplishing state and national awards. We are so proud of everybody's accomplishments this year in 4-H. If we work hard, 2014 can be even better. I would now like to ask Bailey Engel and Garrett Brown to lead us in the American and 4-H pledges.
Stand, please. I'm sorry. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Now for the 4-H pledge. I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Y'all may be seated. Thank you, Bailey and Garrett. I will now introduce Ashley Clack, our 4-H agent, who will begin the awards program.
Thank you, Faith. Again, I would like to thank everyone for being here. Our 4-Hers have worked very hard this year, and I'm proud to be recognizing each of them for their accomplishments. Before we do that, we will begin with the evening with a very special award. The award is in honor of our new local tractor supply store. If you all would come up here, receive your award. Just want to. Through the combined efforts of the amazing staff at Tractor Supply and our awesome 4-Hers, we were able to raise lots of money for the Paper Clover campaign sales. Tractor Supply holds 2 Paper Clover fundraisers each year to support 4-H programs. Staff and youth encourage the community to purchase a Paper Clover for a minimum of a $1 donation. The proceeds are divided among national, state, and county 4-H programs. We would now like to present Tractor Supply Store 1657 and store manager Ed Spangler with 3 awards. First, we'd like to present the District Champion Award for placing #1 in the district for highest transaction percentage. Second, we'd like to present the Regional Champion Award for having one of the top 5 highest transaction percentages for their Paper Clover sales in our region. And last, the Class Champion Award for achieving at least a 15% transaction percentage and raising a minimum of $300 for Paper Clover donations. Let's give Tractor Supply a nice round of applause. And now I will turn it over to Mr. Spangler.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me? Okay. All right. I recognize a lot of people in here as our customers. And to start off with, I'd like to thank all the 4-Hers for their participation in helping us raise the money that we're going to donate to the 4-H this year. It's a partnership. It was a team effort between Tractor Supply employees, the 4-H organization in Alexander County, and our customers, you. So we actually sold over $1,400 worth of clovers this year, and we came in 5th place in the region. That's over 100 stores. We came in 5th place. That's quite an accomplishment, being a new store, a small store in a smaller town. So thank you for everything. Thank you guys for everything. It was a great accomplishment. Our goal this year, in March, we start the spring clover program. Our goal is to be #1 in the region. this year, in 2013, since we were number 5, we had to share what we raised with with your national 4-H organization, with your state 4-H organization, and a local 4-H organization. In the spring, if we can take number 1 in the region, all of the money will come back to Alexander County. So that's our goal for this year. So that being said, we would like to present this check to our local Alexander County 4-H for the sum of $683, and it's well earned from the 4-Hers and all their participation in the Clover program. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
We really appreciate them being here, and all of our 4-Hers who helped participate in the Paper Clover campaign. You guys worked really hard, and we appreciate your efforts and look forward to having you back with the next Clover sale in the spring. Next up, we have another special guest with us this evening, Miss Anna Marie Vagnazzi, your 4-H State Council reporter, and she is here to present our Youth Service Awards. Anna Marie, thank you for being with us, and I'll turn it over to you now to share a few words.
Thank you, Mrs. Clack. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anna Marie Vagnazzi. I'm from Cleveland County in the West District, and I'm currently serving as your 2013-2014 State 4-H Council reporter. First, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me out to Alexander County tonight. As a young leader who's been blessed with the opportunity to represent over 238,000 youth in our state, it's always really exciting to see where it all starts at the county level, and inspiring to see the ways that you all are making a difference, whether it's for your own personal development or for the lives of others. I was invited to come speak tonight and tell a little bit about what I do as a state officer. And while trying to come up with a way to sum it all up in about 5 minutes, I kept thinking back to the 4-H motto, learning by doing. And I realized that while I could tell you about all the exciting places that I've been or all the important people that I've met, the best way to really tell you what I do as a state officer is to tell you about what I've learned. As I've gone through my 4-H journey, I've had every opportunity to expand my leadership skills in a variety of ways. But it wasn't until my term as a state officer that I learned that there's so much more to leadership than meets the eye. So what I'd like to do tonight is to share with you 3 of the most important things that I've learned as State 4-H reporter. The first thing is something that I learned with my officer team about what it means to be a leader and who can be a leader. I'm sure you all have heard that anyone can be a leader, and that's true. But there are different types of leadership. During training with my officer team, we had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Marshall Stewart, who was the State 4-H program leader at the time. One of the things that he told us was that, basically, there are 2 types of leaders, architects and construction workers. Now, with a scenario like this, we would typically tend to think of the construction workers that are our leaders. They're the ones that we see, the ones that get out there and get their hands dirty and do things. And there are a lot of leaders like that. But there are also architects. The architects are the leaders who work behind the scenes, the ones that we don't always see, but who create the vision. I want you to think about how this works in 4-H. Think about when you see the state officer team. Most of the time, it's speaking up on stage, handing out awards, or teaching workshops, doing things that you see. But when I became a state officer, I quickly learned that there's so much more to leadership that's done behind the scenes that people don't really know about. As a state officer team, we have the opportunity to function as both architects and construction workers. And I've discovered over the past year that some of the most important things that you'll ever do as a leader are the things that not everyone sees. So whether you're an outgoing individual who loves to be right in the center of the action, or someone who's quieter and likes to work behind the scenes, I've seen firsthand that both types of people can be fantastic leaders. So as an officer, I learned who can be a leader. And I also learned about what this thing we call leadership actually is. Take a second and think about why you all are here tonight at your county's awards night. Some of you have done 4-H presentations, some of you have assembled project record books, some of you have done community service projects. Think about what you did your project on. Now, I can come to a pretty accurate conclusion that none of you probably did a project that you're not really interested in. In fact, I can bet money on the fact that you all did projects on something that you're passionate about. After all, if you weren't passionate about it, you wouldn't do it, right? Passion is the whole reason that you do in projects in 4-H, the reason that you go above and beyond your other responsibilities at school, like chores, maybe a job, and invest your time in doing an extra project. It's the reason you take those extra steps. It's the reason that you spend hours filling out paperwork, reciting speeches, and putting together portfolios. It's the reason that when you're Anna Marie and forget that project record books are due tomorrow, you stay up until 3 a.m. to finish that. Nobody does that, right? But when you come down to it, passion is the reason that you've made the accomplishments that you have. And passion has the ability to lead. Sometimes when we hear about leadership, we have this idea in our head that it's all about public speaking and teaching workshops and assembling portfolios. And to a lot of people, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. But when you redefine leadership as something that you're passionate about, it makes it a whole lot more interesting and exciting. You see, passion is contagious, and when you're passionate and excited about something, you can spread that to others, and spreading it inspires people. If you're passionate about something, you can't always inspire everyone, but I can guarantee you that you will inspire someone, and spreading that passion inspires others to be leaders too. Learning these two things, that there are two different types of leaders, architects and construction workers, and that leadership is what you're passionate about, truly broadened my understanding of leadership as a state officer. When I realized this, I also realized one more thing about leadership that I think it's important to share. As a leader, you are always learning, no matter how far you go, no matter how much you achieve. A true leader has the potential to learn and grow. A true leader takes a hold of that 4-H motto of learning by doing and applies it to their life. I know that I, as a leader, have learned far more from others than others will ever be able to learn from me. You all have already taken those first steps into becoming leaders. If you keep on doing exactly what you're doing, keep leading others, making a difference, and doing what you're passionate about, then I can promise you it will take you far, as a 4-H'er and as an individual. So with that, I encourage you to continue making the best better. I'm proud to see everything that you guys have accomplished, and I hope something that I have said has made a difference to one of you and will help you down the road in your leadership journey. Thank you again for having me tonight.
Thank you, Anna Marie. With your help, we will now recognize our Servant Award recipients. First up is the Amy Shook Leadership Award. The Amy Shook Leadership Award is an award that is given to a young person who is a giver at heart, a person who is always actively seeking ways to take responsibility in bettering themselves and the lives of those around them. Tonight, we will award this to a young man who exemplifies these traits. In the short amount of time that I have known him, I have seen the desire in him to lead others and to reach out to younger youth as a role model. The praise and support that many have given on his behalf is clearly enough to see what an outstanding leader he is. It is with great pleasure we present the 2013 Amy Shook 4-H Leadership Award to our current 2013 County Council President, Nicholas Dyson. Thank you, Nicholas. We will now recognize those youth who have completed a minimum of 6 hours of community service for the year, with many far exceeding the 6 hours. When I call your name, please come up and receive your award. Sarah Parsons, Hunter White, Perry Monday. Yeah. And you guys can just make a line at the far right. Kennedy Rowe. Phoenix McAlpin. Courtney Bowman. Tanner Engel. Nicholas Dyson. Summer Chumley. Michaela Brown. Olivia George. Gavin Adams. Daniel Roseman. Cecilia Tatt. Sarah Perry. Dallas Perry. Tanner Harrington. And Bailey Engel. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for the hard work and time that you've put in. And I will now turn it over to Lenny Rogers, our County Extension Director and leader of our Wildlife Habitat Education Program.
Thank you, Ashley. Well, our WEP team is technically the true name of it, but it's really our wildlife team. And WEP stands for Wildlife Habitat Evaluation Program. And we compete at the state level at a state contest once a year. And the type of things that our group studies are wildlife identification, the foods they eat, the type of habitat and things you can do to a habitat to bring animals in, a certain species. So that's the general idea of what our kids are studying and tested on. So this past year, we did not have that big of a team, but they did very well. We went to the state contest, and at the state contest, there's roughly 100 participants. And first of all, I'd like to ask to come forward Garrett Brown. Garrett's was one of our juniors. And Garrett, out of the juniors, he placed 7th, so that's pretty decent. And then we also had one other junior, and that's Haley Sharp. Haley, come forward. Garrett placed 7th. Haley had to beat him. She placed 6th. And we only then had one senior team member, and that is Faith Wallers. Faith's got hers. Okay, and she placed 3rd in the senior division, so that's very good. And just give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys. And we'll be going back to the state contest at Carolina Beach. They're really dreading that far away and going to the beach. But we've got, I think, 7, but we could still use some more. Our WEP practices are basically twice a month on Monday afternoons at 3:30 to 5. So we really need one senior team member if somebody really wants to step forward and help us field 2 teams. Thank you.
And now for our livestock and shooting sports, Allison Brown, our livestock agent, will come recognize these award recipients.
Okay, thank you. We did go to the livestock judging contest that is on a state level that we have competed in almost every year. We had some great participants this year, and we'll be starting livestock judging back up practice in a couple weeks. So keep a lookout for an email on that, or if you're interested, you can contact me. On the junior team this year, we had Cecilia Tatt, Garrett Brown, Gavin Adams, who did wonderful this year. He placed 8th individually out of all of the junior participants, so we're very pleased with that. But I think you move up this year, don't you, Gavin? Yeah, so he'll be back in the big pond with the seniors. So that was our junior team. And for our senior team, we had Gabrielle Adams. Gavin, you want to take Gabrielle's? Michaela Brown. She's not here. Shatana Fox. And Perry Mundy. We really appreciate y'all, all the hard work that goes into livestock judging. It is a big dedication, and it's not an easy feat. So I really appreciate all your hard work and dedication, and get ready to start preparing for this year. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, shooting sports. Boy, that is a undertaking, let me tell you. And if it wasn't for Curtis Sharp and Fudd Brown and all the parent volunteers that have to come with their kids and help and participate with them, we wouldn't be able to do it. So we really appreciate all of those who do that. If you're in the shooting sports team, will y'all all please stand up? If you're a member of the club, if you're a member of the shooting sports club, please stand up. So, yeah, this is a new club that we've had it 3 years now, I think. So we're really pleased with that participation, and always looking for other individuals too that are interested. Thank you, guys. You can sit down. We did very well this year. We were very pleased. So many kids made so many strides this year in improvement and how well they placed at the regionals and at the state. This year we had to qualify at the regionals. Jeremy qualified, Jeremy Law, and then all the other individuals that you've seen here, they also qualified. No, Jeremy qualified at he went to regionals and participated. He qualified to go to regionals along with the other kids. And then we had to participate in the regionals and move on to state. That's the first year we've had regionals that we've had to go to. So that was a little bit different this year. And our first one, we'd like to call up Jesse TV-Paul. This was your first year, wasn't it, Jesse? Yeah, well, he came in with a bang because he placed first in rifle this year. So he did awesome. First in the state. Now, that's not easy. That is a lot of hard work and dedication. He placed first in the state and did very well. We also had Haley Sharp, she competed on Team A, and her team qualified, and that team made third in the state. So they placed, and they participated in archery and, no, not archery. Yes, archery and rifle. So they did very well. Grant Mitchell, he was also a member of the team that placed, the rifle team that placed third in the state. And did we do individuals for the, do I need to go ahead and say that now? Did we do individuals for both? Okay, I just didn't want to mess that up. Okay. And Abel Clore was also on the rifle team that placed third in the state, along with Caleb Gilreath. And while Caleb's coming up, we'll go ahead and continue to talk about him. He also participated in shotgun, and he placed fourth individually in the state. There's Caleb's. We also had a senior, Alex Fox, that participated in shotgun, and he's not here tonight. We also had Grant Mitchell, who competed in archery, and he placed first in the state. So we were well representing Alexander County down there at the state competition. And Jesse Tivupal, you also competed in archery. Caleb Gilreath also competed in archery. Garrett Brown, you represented Alexander County in archery at the state level. And Alex Fox also represented the county in archery as well at the state level. So congratulations, guys. You all did a great job, a lot of hard work, and let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. And now Kathy Button, our area poultry agent, is here to present our poultry awards.
Hello, I'm an area poultry agent, so I have the opportunity to work in 3 different counties. And we have the ability to combine all 3 of those counties and the youth and participate in the state poultry judging contest, which is in July. And the contest it's not, I know a lot of you like your backyard chickens and your exhibit chickens where you take them to the show and you put them in the cage. Well, the contest isn't exactly like that. It's a little bit more in depth. We judge birds on their ability to, we look at them and say that bird laid a lot of eggs in the last year. We look at poultry parts, like cut up parts, like chicken legs and chicken wings and chicken thighs and also chicken breasts, all different kind of chicken breasts. They had to be able to identify all those things. They also look at egg quality. We look at the outside shell. We look at the inside of the egg. We look at broken out eggs. And it's a very complicated contest. I was very fortunate to be able to work with some wonderful kids in Alexander County. We combined those, like I said, the 4-H'ers from the 3 different counties, and we had 4 different teams that combined together. Our seniors on the team this year that participated were Perry Mundy, and she's here with us tonight. She did a very good job, even though she didn't feel very well that day. And Shatana Fox, and they combined with an individual from Wilkes County to have a senior team. And we have Miss Cecilia Tad, who participated on a junior team with some individuals from Iredell County. And like Allison said, they're gearing up for livestock. We're also getting ready to gear up for poultry judging, and we're excited to begin that on Wednesday afternoon, February 19th. If you would like to participate, just let us know. The competition this year will be on July 8th in Raleigh, and we've got lots of time to learn how to judge those eggs and learn those poultry parts, right, girls? Did you have a good time? They're going to do it again, and we're looking for some more members. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. We will now recognize our Horse Bowl and Hippology Team Award winners. Our senior Horse Bowl team placed third in district competition and fifth in state, and our junior team placed second in district. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your award. Go ahead and form a line at the end, just like the others, and remain standing until all names have been called. From our senior team, Kellen Diamond, Christine Rhodes, Natalie Unger, and Casey Boger. And our junior team, Riley Baker, Claire Boger, Marissa Schalk, Lily Marsden. Okay, let's have a round of applause for our horseball team. The senior hippology team placed fifth in the state. When I call your name, please come up and receive your award. Christine Rhodes, Casey Boger, thank you. This is our hippology team. Let's have a round of applause. And also wanted to say that Christine also placed third in the state in individual hippology judging, and then Kellen, who wasn't with us, also placed seventh in the state on individual hippology judging. And our junior hippology team also represented Alexander County at state. So we'll have them come forward to receive their awards. Marissa Schalk, Claire Boger, and I think she's the only one with us. Let's give her a round of applause, guys. Thank you. And now I will ask Miss Anna Marie Vagnazzi back up front to help us hand out these next three specialty awards. First up, we have our Application, Interview, Resume, and Essay, or AIRE, award. This goes to Faith Wallers, who was chosen as winner and state delegate for the AIRE competition. Congratulations, Faith. And you can just stay with us up here. Chosen to represent Alexander 4-H at the 2013 Youth Summit. Again, award recipient Faith Wallers. And last year, North Carolina 4-H began a new talent competition called Cecil and Leonard. And one of our youth placed first at county level, first at district level, and third at the state competition. Our next award goes to Tanner Eagle. Thank you, Anna Marie. And Faith, if you'll join me. And we will now recognize our 4-Hers for their project work completed over the past year. We have 2 4-Hers who completed levels on their achievement plans. First up, Miss Cecilia Tatt has completed her gold level achievement this year. Cecilia has worked very hard on this over the year and should be proud of this accomplishment. Congratulations, Cecilia. And also this past year, one of our 4-Hers completed the final level on her achievement plan, displaying her work over the past 14 years in 4-H. This is quite an accomplishment and is only completed by lots of hard work and dedication to 4-H and our community. I would now like to present this plaque to Dallas Perry for completing her achievement plan and her tremendous efforts to 4-H over the years. Congrats. Mm-hmm. We will now recognize our 2013 Project Book winners. From the Cloverbud age group, we recognize Autumn Pennell for completion of project books in Sewing, Expressive Arts, and Healthy Lifestyles. For the 9 to 10 age group, Courtney Gant for Animal Science, Blue Ribbon. For the 11, 12-year-old, Bailey Engel, member of Emeralds and Busy Bees for Foods and Nutrition and Sewing, both Blue Ribbon. (11, 12-year-old category, Sarah Perry, member of Handy Dandy Busy Bees and Shockers for project books in community service, art, electric, dance, and sewing, all Blue Ribbon. For the 13 to 15-year-olds, Perry Monday, member of Alexander Livestock and Shockers in electricity, red ribbon. For 13 to 15-year-olds, Cecilia Tatt, member of Alexander Livestock Top Shots and Shockers for animals and electricity, both blue ribbon. And 16 to 18-year-olds, Tanner Engel, member of Emeralds in electric and horticulture, both blue ribbon. And congrats to all of our county project participants. And now we will recognize the project book curriculum champions, the overall winner for the categories that I mentioned for each age group. For 9 to 10, the curriculum champion in animal science is Courtney Gant. Next up, for the 11, 12-year-old category, in communications and expressive arts, Sarah Perry. And if you just want to stay, Sarah. Also, curriculum champion in science and technology, citizenship, and civic education. Congratulations. Also for 11, 12-year-olds in healthy lifestyles and family and consumer sciences, Bailey Engel. Now for the 13 to 15-year-old in Animal Science and Science and Technology, Cecilia Tatt. And for our 16 to 18-year-olds in Science and Technology and Plant Science, Tanner Engel. And let's have a round of applause for all of our project book curriculum champions. Next, we have our High Achiever Award, and this goes to the 4-H'er completing and turning in the most project books this year. And this year, for turning in 5 project books, this award goes to Sarah Perry. And now I would like to recognize the club turning in the most project books for the year. Congratulations to the Shockers 4-H Club for submitting 11 project books. If a representative would come up and receive your award. And these guys get a pizza party on us. Again, congrats to the Shockers. And next we have our district project winners. For those, when they win at the county level, they go on to district. Okay. For the 9-10-year-old category, with 3rd place bronze in plant science, we have Jonna Williams. In the 11 and 12-year-old category in Consumer and Family Science, 1st place gold, Sarah Perry. Eleven, 12-year-olds, Healthy Lifestyles, 3rd place bronze, Bailey Engel. Thirteen to 15-year-olds in citizenship and civic education. 1st place gold goes to Faith Wallers. 13 to 15-year-olds personal development and leadership. 3rd place bronze, Perry Monday. Thirteen to 15-year-olds, healthy lifestyle, 2nd place silver. Again, congrats, Faith Wallers. 16 to 18-year-olds, citizenship and civic education, 3rd place bronze, Dallas Perry. Sixteen to 18-year-olds, healthy lifestyles, 1st place gold, Courtney Bowman. And in 16 to 18-year-olds, personal development and leadership, 3rd place bronze, Dallas Perry. have a round of applause. Congrats. We will now recognize our district and state cumulative record winners. First up, Faith Wallers in 13 to 15-year-old food and nutrition for District Gold. Congrats, Faith. Nice job. 13 to 15-year-olds in the horse category, District Gold, Casey Boger. (16 to 18-year-old Citizenship and Community Service, District Silver, Dallas Perry, and for Leadership, 16 to 18-year-olds, District Silver, Dallas Perry. And for our state cumulative record winners, first up, first place at state, Faith Wallers in Foods and Nutrition. 13 to 15-year-olds, horse category, state first place, Casey Boger. And in the 16 to 18-year-old cumulative record in leadership and citizenship and community service, second place and third place goes to Dallas Perry. Let's have a round of applause for all of our cumulative record district and state winners. Next, we will award our county, district, and state presentation winners. When we call your name, please come forward. In the 11 to 13-year-olds, horse presentation, Aubrey Holland. And if you'll just make a line at the end too for me. (14 to 18-year-olds, livestock and dairy production presentation, Cecilia Tapp. And in horse team presentation for the 14 to 18-year-olds, our champions were Casey Boger and Christine Rhodes. (14 to 18-year-olds, electric presentation, Nicholas Dyson. 14 to 18 health and fitness presentation, Tanner Engel. And 14 to 18 careers and entrepreneurship presentation, Perry Monday. And I think there may have been one left off. Bailey Engel for champion as well for the 11 to 13-year-olds in egg cookery. Congrats to all you guys. And we will now recognize our district winners since all of them also won in district as well. Bailey Engel, 11 to 13-year-olds, egg cookery, first place presentation at district. And if you want to have a seat after, this time you guys can sit down. Aubrey Holland, again, horse, first place. Tanner Engel, second place. Nicholas Dyson, first place. You guys can have a seat. Perry Monday, third place. Cecilia Tapp, third place. And again, Casey and Christine in horse team, second place. And if you guys want to stay put, try to make this a smooth transition here. For our state presentation championship winners, again, horse team, first place, Christine and Casey Boger. And then Bailey Engel, first place at state for egg cookery. And that was a lot of awards, so let's have a round of applause for these hardworking 4-Hers. I will now recognize all of the clubs receiving club charter awards for their year. To receive the gold seal, clubs must have a membership of 5 or more, have a trained 4-H volunteer leader, submit a yearly written plan of meetings, elect club officers, hold regular meetings, complete at least one community service project, and maintain an updated membership roster. For the Emerald Seal, 50% of the club's youth must have participated in county, district, and state activities, completed at least 2 community service projects, completed at least 1 citizenship activity, and participated in the 4-H Achievement Program. When I recognize you all, you can stay seated and we'll have a round of applause for you at the end. Completing the gold seal, we have Boots and Britches Horse Club and Top Shots Shooting Sports. Let's give them a round of applause. And then completing both gold and emerald level seals, we have Busy Bees 4-H Club, Emeralds 4-H Club, Cornerstone Clovers 4-H Club, the Livestock Club, Homegrown Hearts 4-H Club, Handy Dandy 4-H Club, Sugar and Spice 4-H Club, Shockers 4-H Club, and the Silver Saddles 4-H Club. Again, let's have a round of applause for these. And now to the much anticipated Club of the Year awards. I know everyone gets excited for this. All of the clubs have had the opportunity to earn points for all of the work that their 4-Hers and volunteers have completed throughout the year. At the end of the year, we tally them up, and all of the clubs meeting the point requirements are awarded Club of the Year and receive a $40 check for their club. And the highest point winner is named the Club of Distinction, receiving a $60 check for their club. So, getting right to it, with the highest overall points receiving Club of Distinction, I congratulate the Shockers 4-H Club. If some of you want to come up here. Thank you, guys. Congratulations again. Just been reminded, we don't want to leave this out either. We mentioned our team presentation winners a few minutes ago, and Casey and Christine won state, but they also were national winners, which is a really big accomplishment, so we certainly do not want to forget that. So girls, why don't you come back up here one last time and let us clap for you all. We're very proud of your work. And I think they got some nice trophies and things for that, didn't you? And when I call out your name, if the rest of the Club of the Year winners will come forward and receive their vouchers and their certificate. If you just want to have a representative come up, that's fine. Signing hands, 4-H Club. And you can just stand down there. We'll wait. Handy Dandy 4-H Club. ACHS 4-H Club. Emeralds 4-H Club. Homegrown Hearts 4-H Club. Sugar and Spice 4-H Club. Thank you, Faith. Silver Saddles 4-H Horse Club. Busy Bees 4-H Club. And the Alexander Livestock 4-H Club. And all these clubs worked really hard. There were lots of points tallied, and we're just really proud. And I'm really impressed at all the work that they've done. Just looking back through these things, I just started in October, and seeing all the work that was put in just really made me happy to be here and happy to be a part of this 4-H program. Thank you, guys. And last, of course, we can't forget to recognize our wonderful adult volunteers. Tonight we have 3 volunteers receiving Club Tenure Awards. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your award. With 5 years of service, we recognize Mickey Bowles, Club Leader of the Curious Clovers 4-H Club. With 15 years of service, we next recognize Brenda Bowman, leader of the Handy Dandy and Shockers 4-H clubs. Congrats, Brenda. And last, with 15 years of service also, we have Nicole Tatt, leader in the Livestock Club. Congrats, Nicole. Yay! Yeah, and let's clap for all of our 4-H volunteers. They all do a lot of work. I will now turn it over to your county council president for 2014, Faith Wallers, for the installation of our new 4-H members.
Will all the 4-Hers who have become 4-H members within the last year please come forward? To you who are about to become members of the Alexander 4-H program, welcome. In order that you may have a better understanding of 4-H, it is necessary that you learn more about the purposes of our organization. Please listen attentively as I explain the meaning of 4-H so that you will be able to be a member of your 4-H club. The 4-H emblem is a green 4-leaf clover with the white H on each of the leaves, symbolizing the fourfold development of head, heart, hands, and health. Our motto is to make the best better. If you have heard what 4-H means and are willing to live up to the ideals symbolized by the 4-leaf 4-H's, if so, please say, I will. Do you wish to become a 4-H'er? If so, please say, I do. In becoming a member of 4-H, we expect you to attend our meetings regularly, take an active part of our 4-H program, learn the 4-H Club pledge and motto, keep your parents informed of the club's activities, and help other members who may be in need of such help. Please repeat the 4-H pledge after me. I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. For my club, my community, my country, and my world. You are now official members of the Alexander County 4-H. We welcome you into 4-H membership. If you want to grab a hand, the hand you are now holding is an actual hand traced by an outstanding 4-H'er in the past 40 years. On the hand, the outstanding 4-H'er has signed their name and address. I encourage you to write to them about what your plans to do in 4-H and what you have already done in 4-H. They are passing on their hands in support to you of your beginning in the Alexander 4-H program in hopes that you will work as hard as they did. I will now call Nick Dyson, outgoing 2013 Alexander 4-H County Council President, to install the new council and club officers. Y'all can have a seat. Good job.
All right, this flame of leadership is burning brightly. We've reached a point in our 4-H program for others to assume the duties in various club and county offices. New officers, the success of our club and county during the coming year lies in your hands to a great extent. If you will learn and carry out your duties as an officer, our 4-H clubs and counties can reach a high standard of success. If you can sincerely try to live up to the 4-H club motto, to make the best better, you will most likely be a successful officer. Will the new county council president step forward to receive his or her candle? And will all new club presidents please stand? Okay. Faith Wallers, I present you with this candle and the county council gavel, which has been used by Alexander County Council for the past 56 years. As a symbol of your office, I hope that it will give you a light as you go about your duties of leading this organization. Will you attend and preside at meetings regularly, appoint committees, and attend county council meetings?
I will.
All right. Thank you. Will the new county council vice president please step forward to receive her candle? Will all new club vice presidents please stand? Cecilia Tatt, as vice president, you will be expected to serve as program chairman during the coming year. You will preside at meetings when the president is absent and assist with the president when needed. I present you with a candle as a symbol to light your way as vice president. Will you accept these responsibilities?
I will.
Will the new county council secretary please step forward? And will all new club secretaries please stand? Hunter, as secretary, you will be expected to attend meetings, keep the membership roll, and compile an accurate set of minutes for each meeting. You will be expected to fulfill all duties that are mentioned in the Officer Guide and Secretary Treasurer Guide. I now pass on to you the 4-H candle of spirit, loyalty, and devotion. Will you accept these responsibilities of the office?
I will.
Will the new county council reporter please come forward? Or treasurer? Okay, treasurer, please come forward. And will all new club treasurers please stand? Sarah Perry, as treasurer, you will be expected to attend meetings and report the balance of funds on hand at each meeting. You will also serve on the Alexander County 4-H Budget Committee. I now pass on to you the 4-H candle of spirit, loyalty, and devotion. Will you accept the responsibilities of this office? Now will the new county council reporter please step forward? And with that, all new club reporters please stand. Perry Mundy. Keeping the public informed is important to the life of our 4-H clubs and county program. It is the window through which they will look at 4-H. Will you make a report of each meeting for the newspaper promptly, being sure all names are spelled correctly and with proper credit is given to all persons taking part on the program? You will also keep the district and state council reporters up to date with the newspaper clippings, newsletters, and programs. The history of Alexander County 4-H program is kept each year in a scrapbook. You will form a county committee to complete this task. Club reporters, it is your duty to inform the 4-H office after each monthly meeting of the business of your club and to keep a club scrapbook if they wish to have one. Will you accept this candle as a symbol of your duties as reporter and carry them out to the best of your ability? I now declare the newly elected officers of the Alexander County 4-H clubs and the Alexander County 4-H Council to be duly installed and ready to serve. I congratulate you on your choice and remind you that it is your duty to support and encourage them. You must work with them at all times for the good of the club. They cannot carry out their duties as officers, county representatives, and committee members unless they have your cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. And welcome all of our 2014 County Council officers. This concludes the awards portion of our evening. And